here so late. What time is it? 11:30. It's early. Heck of a defensive performance. I mean, I don't care how we win, offense, defense. We got great coordinators, we got great coaches, we got great players. We contribute to just the overall coaching and playmakers. We talked about having start smart was kind of our deal this week. We want to start smart. We knew kind of Syracuse was kind of like us as a football team. They won games and squeaked by some games and won them, and kind of thought they were very similar to what we were, and just talked about how we needed to start fast and be smart and just do all the details. And precision execution is what kind of our deal was, and we certainly did that. I mean, defensively we're out there for 93 plays. Offense was out there for 44. I mean, anytime you get pick sixes, it'd be nice to put the offense back out there, but they won't let us do that again. That should be a new rule. But defense is on the field a lot. 3 pick sixes. You talk about the big plays in a game. The Biles pick six. Big time. That interception by Brandon George. Laying on his stomach and coming up with that. Lewis's pick six, as you guys know. C.J. Lee had a nice touchdown pass. Poppy had a nice touchdown pass, and then Lovelace with a TD on the screen. Those tailbacks can run. When you look at Kyle Lewis, was a tailback and playmaker in high school. So was Lovelace. Rushed for a lot of yards in high school. Those guys looked like it when they got the ball in their hand. So again, team win overall, and moving on to the next. Got SMU. Got a big game down in Dallas. Looking forward to it. So questions?
Eli got hurt in this game and knocked out late in the half. He went to the blue tent. We saw him going to the locker room. Do you have any updates on his situation and what happened?
Yeah, Jerry, is that your question, Jerry?
I asked him about it.
Okay, you asked him that question. Okay. Eli's gonna be fine. He's in there smiling, happy, jumping around, so we'll be fine. Just out of precaution, kept him out. And at first we just thought he had dirt in his eye, so it's a little more dirt, but he's fine and happy.
Brandon just said that this was a statement win for the defense, and they wanted to get the bad taste of last year's game against Syracuse out of their mouths. How much do you think that performance motivated them?
I think it motivated them a lot. I mean, even though they scored just 21 points on the defense last year, we weren't happy with just how we played. I mean, our D tackles didn't play very good in that game. Obviously, it was an offense that we never saw. Obviously, it was at Yankee Stadium, and the press box was in first base. You might as well have been in a blimp, way out of the stadium. Could have been Staten Island or I guess Long Island. I guess we just couldn't see it. Made crappy adjustments, and we weren't happy with it. So they came out and had something to prove. Our motto all year is to prove it, and I think we proved a lot to on a prime time game at a national audience.
I saw a stat tonight where you guys have been out on the field on defense for the 3rd most snaps in the country. Is it something like that sustainable, and you can keep having success like that?
Yeah, we can keep having success like that. I think when you think about the tempo, what our offense is playing with, it's part of the process. Nobody wants to slow the offense down. We want to keep rolling and trying to score points. Again, we're only on the field for 44 plays on offense. I mean, I don't think our offense ever got in rhythm because they were on the sideline for so darn long. So we never got in rhythm. You gotta have plays and string plays together to get stuff going. But our defense was our offense today, and we scored 21 points on defense. That's national defense of the week material right there, I think.
And what allows a defense, or especially a linebacker group, to be able to make plays like that?
We're talented in the linebacker. I mean, you look at Lovelace and Biles, and Biles, that was a heck of an interception he's a great player. He had nice shoes tonight too. I don't know where he got those shoes from. We'll go to 7 halftime. Where did he get those shoes from? It's kind of what we do. It's not like we played some different defense out there. And Kyle McCord's, I got a ton of respect for him as a football player. You guys heard me say that on Monday. That's a good quarterback that has had a ton of success, but he just played the wrong team today.
Obviously, you were out without Branson Taylor tonight. How did Tarantino's do in his place?
I didn't look at a lot of the iPad on offense. I got to be honest with you. Again, 44 plays. I thought we'll look at it. I can't tell you. So we'll continue to look at that. But he's a tough kid, and I think he's played okay.
Coach Biles.
Matt, as a defensive guy, is that one of the better performances or best performances
you know, when you got, I mean, I've never been around 3 interceptions for touchdowns. You know, 5 total interceptions, first time since 2008 they get 5 interceptions in a game. But that's dominating. That's dominating. So I've had some pick sixes, you know, wherever I've been, but have, you know, 3 of them in one game. I hope we didn't use them all up. We need to save a couple.
Both Rasheem Miles and Kyle Lewis have obviously made pretty big jumps from last year to this year. Have you ever seen other defensive players since you've been here make such a leap in 1 year?
Yeah, I mean, it's called development, it's called coaching, and Coach Manlack does a great job with those Sharks, as we know. The Sharks are on an attack today. Jaws would be proud of what happened out there today, but, you know, again, we knew it in spring ball. I mean, you know, Kyle Lewis was our best linebacker in spring ball. You could ask anybody on the offense or defense. Kyle Lewis has been dominant, he remains dominant. Miles is right there with him. Lovelace, I mean, the last 2 weeks, how about Lovelace? I mean, that guy's played lights out as well. I mean, you know, and Brand George continues to play solid inside. So it's called development, and against the style of defense we play, we're attacking. It's what we do. I don't think Syracuse saw a defense like us coming into that game, to be honest with you. I think they saw a lot of soft coverage and a lot of free access for the quarterback to throw to, and we knew we felt pretty good about what we were going to give him, but maybe they wouldn't be able to handle it like they had in the other previous games.
Well, Kyle, Braylon, and Rasheem all acknowledged, like, hey, we changed up a few things because we knew what Kyle McCord wanted to do. They studied him on film. They said they took this game personally. What went into making those adjustments, you know, from what you guys normally do?
We did what we normally do. I mean, you know, those guys, nice coach talk over there, geniuses. But I mean, we tweak our coverage every week. We're going to tweak it to what they do. And but you know, it's not like we call some new defense or new coverage. It's what we do. But you know, it's different tweaks, and again, you know, depending on what someone comes out in, you know, we play a lot of cover 4, but like what depends on what they come out of. You know, are the 2 receivers, is the 3 receivers, are they close together and far apart? We make checks every, you know, Donovan McMillan and you know, Javon McIntyre, PJ, Cruz. You know, they do a good job of, you know, again, Corey Sanders does an unbelievable job of getting us in different stuff. We wanted to mix it up. So we, you know, we mixed it up with a few different, you know, different checks. We knew, you know, Kyle McCord would have an iPad on the sideline looking to see what we do. So we didn't want to say, okay, they come off the sideline and go, okay, they're doing this today. Okay, well, the next series we're going to do something else. But just tweaking and knowing he's good enough to pick you apart if you don't just change it up by series.
How essential to that plan is also the work of the outside corners? Because he took deep shots on Ryland, on Rashad, and your guys were batting him down and didn't allow those, forcing him to come back inside and try to hit those underneath him.
Yeah, you know, corners. You know, anytime your corners, we put those guys on an island, as you know. Anytime your corners play like our guys are, you know, Ryland, Taman was good today. You know, Crumpler came in and had some nice hits as well. And you know, No Bigelow was out there as well. Shot Battle has been great all year. And I think they can. Here's the thing about our defense right now: they keep getting better every week. I mean, they just keep, you know, getting a little bit better. You know, we know we're young at quarter coming into the season, and you know, young on the D line. You know, getting, I don't know how many sacks we had today. How many sacks did we have? 4. We had 4, but you know, we had 2 looked like they were intentional groundings, in my opinion, where he just got rid of it. So you know, could have been 6 real easy, but you know.
Rasheem Miles said if he were an NFL GM, he would spend a draft pick on Ben Sauls. Have you been around a college kicker like on a run like this before?
No, he's the best one I've ever been around, and you know, I would imagine he'd be up for the Luke Rose. They should just give it to him mid-season here. I mean, he's just like automatic from 57, 58. It doesn't matter where you put him. You know, he's been outstanding this entire season.
Coach, as a defensive-minded coach, are you gratified knowing that your defense outscored not only Syracuse, but your own offense?
I'm always satisfied. I mean, defense coaches, I mean, I'm a head coach, you know, defensive background, but, you know, I want everybody to play well. And I don't care if it's offense, defense. I mean, those first 4 games of the season, our offense was on fire. And they'll get back on fire once we let them get on the field.
Do you expect Taylor back this year?
I would say probably not. And I think Branson is out for the season. So I was going to tell you on Monday, Jerry, but shoot, Branson's out for the season with the knee, and he's in good shape right now on the men. And you know, so we're going to miss him. He's on FaceTime in the locker room. He's up in the box today, and he had season-ending surgery.
Okay. Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.